afternoon. Begin with the end in mind: awareness and gratitude. These are the takeaways from our story. At age 5, I witnessed my grandmother die of cardiac arrest. It was the first time I saw CPR performed by our family doctor in her home. It's left a significant impact on me in many ways, one of which was to become a critical care doctor. Fast forward to my first year as a physician. I was taking my mother's blood pressure, as a good doctor-daughter should, but I could not easily find her pulse. Now, she's having a full conversation with me, so this had me question my competence, my training. But it was the first sign that she had a rhythm problem, and her heart rate was barely 30. She would go on to get a pacemaker shortly after this revelation. She was in complete heart block with atrial fibrillation. She was at risk of passing out or having a sudden stroke, and at the time, she was driving a school bus. A few years later, my uncle, my mother's brother, was short of breath and had some symptoms. He was diagnosed with congestive heart failure of unknown causes in his late 40s. This would unfortunately progress rapidly. He passed away with late-stage heart failure in 2015. He sadly had many symptoms of progression, but he didn't know the severity of his disease, and neither did we. A year after his death, I became fatigued and short of breath. I attributed this to working too hard. But I was in atrial fibrillation in my 40s, just like my mom. Untreated, it could have ended my career with a stroke or worse, cardiac arrest. Thankfully, I saw a cardiologist, and from there began a journey over 2 to 3 years of multiple cardiac ablation procedures, hospitalizations, drug therapy, a pacemaker in my mid-40s, and then ultimately open heart surgery in the middle of the pandemic. Despite this, I remained in an uncontrolled, irregular rhythm that risked the same outcome as my uncle. I underwent a final ablation therapy that rendered me pacemaker dependent, and I got a defibrillator to protect me from sudden cardiac death. I tell you this story with my mother here with me, with much gratitude. We want you to know the personal impact that you have by supporting the rest. The two of us are here with good quality of life, fully dependent on medication and technology that has been developed by the support of this organization. You make a difference. And for us, it's life and death. Awareness. I wish I could have been a great example of being preventive. I should know better. I'm a physician. Let's just say we're blessed and fortunate to not have had a complication of our disease when we lived with our symptoms. We as a family have inherited a 1 in a million genetic predisposition to an electrical and dilated cardiomyopathy. That being said, we manifest disease in the same way that women who have disease or at risk for it have symptoms: shortness of breath, chest pain, fatigue, irregular heartbeats. Use this as an example to pay attention to the symptoms of your heart and help spread awareness so that heart disease, when unavoidable, does not result in tragedy or impairment. Thank you for your support today. Please remember to take care of yourself, and happy Mother's Day.
This year in June, the American Heart Association